Hey guys, we're back with Mahoutsukai no Yoyo. When we last left off, we finished chapter 7. And apparently, at least part of chapter 8 is translated. So I'm going to be reading whatever's translated of that. And, assuming, not much of it is, I don't know. I'll be reading a 1.5 and this Martha. Yep, so let's get started. Are you for real? Exclamation mark, question mark. At Misaki High, winter break began in mid-December. There's something almost refreshing about the quietude of a school that neither had a nationally ranked sports club, nor a syllabus geared towards a zealous preparation for university entrance exams. The newly constructed building, deserted now, evoked images of a swan circling to land on a frozen winter lake. Hold on, okay. Even without the lifelike college students, the modernized school building stood solemnly, steady in its purpose. However, unbeknownst to the majority of those students, it had a predecessor. A small wooden schoolhouse, incomparable to its current form. That old school building was never demolished. It slept quietly even now. In the middle of the endless forest on the hill behind the school, as if it was hiding itself away. The sound of bamboo brooms sweeping over dead, dry leaves hung in the air. Dead, dry leaves. The fallen leaves on the hill were like waves breaking on the shore. No amount of sweeping would ever beat them back. After all, this was a no-man's land that had lain neglected for more than 2 years. It wasn't something that could be cleaned up in a day or two, even if the entire school set their minds to it. To say nothing of. This seriously sucks. What's the point? Winter break is short enough already without the student council forcing this crap on us. So this, Shishiomi? Yeah, this dude, okay. Scoundrels like this participating, the beautification of the hill was a hopeless prospect. I mean, couldn't they at least let us wear jackets? Or make us do it in jerseys? Is this supposed to be remedial gym classes or something? A winter marathon? It's not fair. Gym is the only class I never skipped. Kanomi Hyosuke shared all manner of abuse upon his invisible tormentors while recklessly swinging his broom around. Soshiro watched him out of the corner of his eye, swooping steadily. Hey, why are you working so hard? It's fine if you slack off. I mean, do you think we'll finish cleaning this mountain of a garden with only 40 people? Everything ends eventually. You're being a little noisy, Kanomi. Why is the dialogue in... I call these Japanese brackets? I don't know what they're called, but they're on the Japanese keyboard. I know that because I had to install the the Japanese language to download Fate Grand Order on my iPhone. In response to his friend's rebuke, Kanomi had swung his broom around, looking more and more bored. You also see them in stuff like light novels, some anime, like I think No Game No Life. Blank, like the way it's written is just open bracket and bracket, if I remember correctly. Morning on the hill was frigid. There's no sign of the sun in the cloudy sky. Gray light dimly lit the school backyard. The cold was exactly what one might expect in the middle of winter, numbing the hands even through work gloves. It was the sort of day that should be spent warm inside, but through some cruel twist of fate, they... and that's where it ends. I'll go ahead and save that there. We can pick up next time. Till then, we can go title. Extra archive. Should we read the chapter 7 or let's just start, the earlier one. Morning in the city moved deceptively fast. People all over were up and about, to the point that you might think that morning didn't exist at all. Soshiro woke up to a still unfamiliar van, growling roots. It's probably his neighbor, Yoshida, heading out on a motorbike. The line between day and night was blurred here. Machines were synonymous with sleeplessness. Unbelievable. The sun isn't even up yet. Where could it be going? Slowly, he lifted himself out of bed. He almost started to survey the area out of habit. He realized there's no need and headed towards the washroom. There, he drew a cup of water from the faucet and usually quenched his thirst. Considering he'd only drunk well water until recently, he liked the convenience. It was right to like it. Koiga had taught him that civilization was the pursuit of sophistication and optimization. the effort required to meet basic needs was dropping, even as the complexity of human life increased. And it was his duty to adapt to that life as quickly as possible. Koga was a distant relative of Sojiro's father, and had done a lot for Sojiro despite the fact that they were practically strangers. He was the only one who had acquired the lease under this apartment, and filed the paperwork to enroll Sojiro in school. The only thing Sojiro had to take care of himself were simple clerical matters with the local government to finalize his move. Though he wasn't very good with formalities, he kept his skull inside and tried his best. Before he knew it, everything was in order. The bureaucracy may seem straight, but it's actually pretty sloppy. That's the first lesson he learned about life in the city. It had already been 2 weeks since he left the countryside. Although he was so riddled with anxiety at the idea of living alone, he was sure he could handle anything if he put his mind to it. It wasn't like he didn't speak the language, just as Koga had said, when it came to purely practical side of life, the rules of the city were very logical. The path was hard, yet surprisingly easy to walk on. He had been jogging to the park to kill time until work. The way he saw it, even this sort of exercise held important lessons. Every single person that passed by was a new experience. The old man that waved and greeted him. The 20-something youth walking with his head down. The girl sitting on the bench, feeding the birds. He wouldn't give those moments up for anything. Since he was not yet used to the city, he had to work to grasp its rules. Sometimes complicated and sometimes simple. Sometimes meaningful and sometimes not. Compared to the life in the mountains where the only warrior was nature, life here had too many choices. Honestly, it was almost poisonous. Everything that happened made him uneasy. But even in this city, where so many things made no sense, there are rules he could admire from the bottom of his heart. For example, the rule that you get almost anything you do as long as you have money. That alone was enough to make him think that life in the city might not be so bad. Well, it's not quite that simple. So, when is, so I assume this is sometime after Sojiro enrolled in school, but before, Grisaia, Yoko, and Alice, killed him up. Money itself is only a symbol. It's not what's really important. In the end, it's no different from favorite coupons. I mean, it's not like you give me the 10,000 yen bill, yeah? And I can't buy you half in a second. If you say so. Hey, don't screw with me. I'm gonna cry. I don't want to hear that kind of money is everything talk from a guy washing dishes for 4,000 yen a day. Sorry, I just think the monetary system is really amazing, that's all. Never realized how limited barter it was. More importantly, if you keep messing around, the place will come. Huh? What are you— Whoa, that's close. If I break anything else, it'll be my neck. Thanks for the heads up. Anyway, what do you want to talk about? Something to do with money? That's right. Really started to realize just how important money is. And it's better to have a lot of it. So I wanted to work some more if I can. What, really? You're already working like a machine. What did I just say? Money doesn't make the world go. That would be wrong. Putting that aside, doesn't that water bother you? Can't imagine anything worse than washing dishes in the winter. Oh sure, it's cold, but I can endure this much. It's not as painful as the water in the mountains. Don't compare it to ice water, you feral beast. Really though, you're surprisingly adaptable. Maybe you're just tenacious? You don't even work the register when you got here. After just 4 days, you're practically become the stingy restaurant slave. At least that's what money does to you. Capitalism sure is amazing. Capitalism, ho! Shut up, moron. You got a problem with your foot already. I'm paying you to sit around with your thumb up. Ooh, thumb up your butt. Pardon my French. An outburst of profanity flew across the room, followed closely by a pair of cooking chopsticks. The manager of this laid-back Chinese restaurant, willing to employ minors, was a burly man with a legendary temper. So this is what they call Spartan, huh? Sojiro whistled in admiration. See, you got scolded. That's why you should focus on your work. Suck up. People our age are supposed to be rebellious. Oh, whatever, let's change the subject. You like going out at— didn't you just say to shut up? You like going out at night? Maybe riding your bike around? Huh? It's usually not by the time I leave work. But I'm not really interested in evening strolls or outings. Why? He has a huge forehead. Where— that's not normal! His head grew! His head was not that big before. Where is that skin? There should be hair there. Right, you wouldn't know since you just moved here. This town is actually kind of dangerous. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like it's full of hooligans or anything. It's just that every year, maybe 10 or so people are killed by a slasher. What's a slasher? You don't even know that? How should I put it? Well, something like a purse snatcher, really. It's more like how samurai used to cut people down on the street to test their weapons, I guess. The victims usually turn up in the residential district, near the forest. Is this true, or is he just kind of trying to scare him? Anyway, don't go out at night unless you absolutely have to. The park in Misaki Hills is an infamous hotspot of weirdness. It definitely did not go to the park. Sometimes people even say the slasher is a slit-mouthed woman. Slit-mouthed woman? It's a ghost story about a woman whose mouth is split from ear to ear. Oh, that's the one with, like, the scissors, right? And then you have to say, you have to ask her, like, do I look pretty or something like that? And then you run away? I forget how it goes. It was referenced to an anime, I think, before. It's sort of old-fashioned now, but it used to be really popular. If I remember right, she ambushes people in the street in the dead of night, asks them if they think she's pretty. Well, whether they say yes or no, she chases them home and kills them. The woman's passion sure is terrifying, huh? It's like something out of an American comic book. Wait, isn't that seriously scary? She actually follows you all the way home? Yeah, she probably crawls right in through the window. That scared me. Wrestling like a cock. Ah! Ooh. What word's forbidden? Cockroach? There are no cockroaches in Mad Bear. The manager slammed his frying pan into the back of Konomi's head. That could cause like brain trauma. Once again, Sojiro was struck with admiration. This town really was dangerous. Jeez, is this gonna kill me? It's not worse than what I said. I mean, it's just a restaurant, for God's sake. Not that you know it from the food. Is your head okay, Konomi? Oh yeah, no need to worry. Known for my toughness. It was doubled for my head. Guess you could say he's thick-headed. That didn't really work. I hope that picked up on the mic. I tried to do, but it's a desk. It's not a drum. And a symbol. Anyway, you really should avoid dark places at night. I'm gonna suck his face. Thanks for the advice. By the way, that thing you mentioned about there being 10 victims in a year, is that a lot? Don't know. It's not little, sure, but there are other places with more. Well, what set our slasher apart is that nobody's been able to find them yet. Konomi let out a gleeful cackle. She's probably only trying to take the edge off an ominous story, but of course, that noble intention was lost in Sojiro. His friendly warning had no effect. In the end, Sojiro thought it was just another joke he didn't understand. Later, on the way home, Sojiro was walking through the dimly lit, deserted residential district when suddenly he turned his head towards an impossible noise. Ow? Something hit him in the head, then thudded to the ground beneath his feet. He furrowed his brow. Apparently a starling had smashed into the nearby telephone pole, stunned itself, then tumbled onto him as it fell. Repeating itself in the street for a moment, it flew away in a panic. The whole event was almost surreal. He never experienced anything like it in his entire life. So, wait. A starling's... I'm trying to say, is that, I think it's called a robin, the bluebird. Never experienced anything like it in his entire life. What a good name for a bird, by the way. His brand is common sense. I don't know birds. What kind of bird is a starling? That's like a Pokemon, right? Anybody else would have probably seen it as an ill omen or an auspicious event. Sojiro merely nodded and went back to walking home. Yes, even if it was the first time it had happened to him, you're sure it must happen all the time in the city. Okay. Swinging 7 days. So that was swinging 7 days 1. Let's go on to 2. I'm home! Hey Alice, you there? Picked up some senpai from Isaya on the way back from the church. Let's eat them together. lively voice echoed throughout the orange-tinged lobby. It's past 5 o'clock, and Ayoko, still in her school uniform, was just now getting home. Normally she'd returned earlier, but she had been tied up with miscellaneous duties from the student council, as well as the monthly negotiations with the church. Welcome back. Take it everything went well today? A voice greeted her from the second floor. Conscious to Ayoko's energy, the girl making her way downstairs was the very embodiment of tranquility. They had some complaints, but other than that, it went off without a hitch. But they just had to tell Kira, leave us alone, we don't have courts. That's what you wanted, right? Oh, sorry. They're going to look the other way again and let us handle their own problems. That's what you wanted, right? Assume this is about... I don't know if I should be saying her name or not. This is about the puppet master, right? Yes, not that I'm opposed to receiving help behind you, but these people are snakes. Better if they only handle the cleanup, like usual. Agreed. After all, we can't focus on our work if we have to watch our backs at the same time. Well, I can. You simply lack the required level of composure. Thump, thump, thump. There's a sound effect, but you gotta read it. Alice gracefully descended the stairs into the lobby. On the way, she shot a conspicuous glance towards the skylight, drawing Ayoko's attention. The glass is clouded over, huh? Indeed. Well, we can talk about that after today's excitement. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, Ayoko? You can rest first if you're tired. Huh? What's with all the concern all of a sudden? It's creepy. It's not like there's anything bothering me. It's just a normal day. Do I really look that bad? Indeed, today I've been relatively smooth sailing. On the surface, his peaceful school life seemed the same as ever. Sure, if you really mulled it over, there have been incidents here and there that suddenly aggravated her headache. But in the end, even though she was a little worn out, I'm wondering what those accidents were. What happened? Who was it? She was a little worn out mentally. Focusing on it was even more exhausting, so she decided not to think about it. Stop. Can't let that stuff get to me even at home. I remember they mentioned that Ayoko and Sojo, well, it was implied at least that they met at least one more time other than the, just showed him around. So maybe that'll be this one, or maybe another one. Today's assignment was Wish, right? Elementary suggestion? No problem. Let's get started. Don't know why, but I've got a good feeling about it today. In other words, she's ready to work out some stress. Pumping yourself up, Ayoko headed to the second floor. What's wrong? Aren't we going to use your room? Alice nodded, but at the same seemed a little disappointed. So, about that Isiya senpai... Her eyes were riveted on the fresh baked snacks in Ayoko's hands. When all was said and done, Alice's daily lesson ended up being postponed until after tea. For Ayoko, who was still an apprentice, Alice was not just her roommate, but also an irreplaceable instructor. She decided Ayoko needed to take a rest. There's nothing to do but obediently comply. The lesson lasted for 2 hours, after which they ate the dinners which they had prepared beforehand, then changed venues to regroup, past the time before bed. Sunroom was located in the east wing, next door to the parlor. With its commanding view of the beautiful garden outside, attention to detail, and high-class furniture, it was once again the pride and joy of the Kanoji mansion. However, it's gonna be a jungle in the summer. Because the residents of this house had no intention of tending the garden whatsoever, had long since fallen into ruin. Hey Alice, don't you have a ploy that can tidy things up out there? Ayoko had entered the sunroom first. Was already pouring herself a cup of black tea. I'm sure I could find one if I looked, but it seems like such a hassle. Coolly deflecting her roommate's joke, Alice made it for her own seat, but... The Dragon Balls! She cuts out of a box of chocolates on the table and furrowed her brow. What are you gonna wish for? What is it? I'm telling you, today's failure is partly your fault. Joining the senpai beforehand got me too relaxed. I mean, sure, maybe using Gandu, when I meant to use Wish, was a little much even for me, but... 6 are missing. Huh? Are you talking about that? Ayoko cast an inquisitive glance towards the box of chocolates. Their name was Song of Sixpence, and even if you scoured the entire earth, you won't find these high-grade confections anywhere else. You have to, yeah, you need to have the dragon radar to find them. So, what about the mirror? Did you switch it from the mansion mode to Saki mode? Yes. We still neglecting things here and there, but I decided to focus on monitoring the city for now. It's been cloudy since yesterday. Little by little, we're definitely being surrounded. You mean their numbers have increased? Located 2 more suspicious characters, aside from the first. That makes 1 in the city and 2 in the forest. Well, your scouting is as accurate as ever. So, which is the bigger problem? The ones in the forest. Despite my best efforts, they know we're watching. They're going to be hard to draw out. I see. Then we'll make our move tonight? Tonight. It'll be a major event, one that would completely transform her life. Closest analogy will be free falling with a broken parachute. Whether or not she would be able to adapt and survive was entirely up to chance. Elko swallowed her fear and trepidation in a gulp of tea. Ever since she declared her intention on the night of her school's anniversary, she had completely changed, physically and mentally. Alice had accepted that strength with downcast eyes. As one possessed of the same goal, her roommate's mindset was reassuring. No, more than that, it was delightful. It had taken an entire year, but they were finally standing together on the same stage. To her, Ayoko was a neighbor on the road of fate, an incompatible companion. Outsider that would never see eye to eye. Even if they would one day use everything they had inherited to kill each other, there's no meaning in it if they didn't become equals first. So it was right to be pleased with their growth. Sorry, but I can handle tonight alone. If you're so desperate for something to do, practice your suggestion sorcery somewhere. You need it for the park. Alice had definitely lectured Ayoko without paying her so much as a glance. About the scale of tonight's enemy. About the plan for next time. About how in just 2 days should be reborn anew. Okay, alrighty, I get it. Elko finished her tea and stood up. I'll keep practicing, like you said. How did it go again? Lightly, weakly, aptly, quickly. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Hurry, hurry, right? Elko. Lightly, weakly, aptly, quickly. Hurry, hurry, tick-tock. Close enough. Please try to be more careful. The way you said it won't have a calming effect. Quite the opposite, in fact. Right. I'll keep that in mind. Smiling, she plucked up a chocolate and popped it into her mouth. Alice looked up in silence as Ayoko bounded out of the sunroom with a wave. Then, after a brief pause, she snapped the box of chocolates shut as if to reprehend her roommate's thoughtless snagging. That could have been anyone! And it looks like more than 6, unless Alice ate some before. Think I'll call it there. Next episode, I'll do the next 3 and that'll be the end until, more streams related. So see you guys then. Bye.